Over the last 20 years, I've been chaplain to 3 universities: Pretoria Northwest University, Vaal University of Technology, and also to some schools. So the adolescent mind never ceased to amaze me. One paradoxical behavior of young students might enlighten a key term in today's gospel: unprofitable servants or unworthy servants. When students were unhappy with a teacher or professor, their assignments or their grades, some would pout and say, "I'm not going to do my homework. I'm not going to read this assignment," as if that would punish the teacher or the school or the subject matter. Somehow, algebra was going to be of less value if they did not study it. The truth is the other way around. The obstinate students were the ones punished when they did not study. Such students are images of the unprofitable servants in the gospel parable. Parents may be familiar with a similar behavior when children say, "I'm not going to eat my vegetables. I'm not going to wear my coat or my gloves. I'm not going to breathe until I faint." They imagine that such behavior will punish their parents or their family, when in reality they are the ones who lose by such behavior. Unworthy servants. Adults can be guilty of similar conduct regarding faith. When life is difficult and burdens seem unfair and prayers go unanswered, some say, "I'm not going to church anymore. I'm not going to say prayers anymore," as though such conduct will punish God or make God suffer. Actually, when we do such things, we are the ones who suffer. We suffer a loss of faith, a loss of God's grace and God's comfort in our life. We become the unworthy servants. Today's gospel says rather bluntly that we are servants obliged to duty. Not doing our duty makes us unworthy servants. Such unworthy servants punish themselves and impoverish their own lives. The point of the parable is that fulfilling our duty does not enrich God. It enriches us. It fulfills our life. Failure to do our Christian duty is unprofitable to ourselves, not to God. When we do not practice our faith, we are the ones who do not profit. There are various translations for that key term, unworthy servants. Unprofitable servants, useless servants, worthless servants. No account servants. They all carry the sense of futility, nothing gained. This parable can be misread as presenting God not as a loving father, but as a harsh taskmaster. Christianity is based on a service of love, and we are to give glory to God freely. These elements of faith may not be explicit in this parable, but they are essential to it and confirmed by it. The service of love enriches the loving servant. It makes the servant profitable. It is a service beyond duty or command. When we follow the commandments only out of duty, we fail to profit from our faith. We are then unprofitable servants or unworthy servants. This can be stated in dramatic, harsh terms. It is possible to keep the 10 commandments, all 10 inviolate, and still go to hell. Because Christianity requires more than keeping the commandments. And Christianity offers more than the law and order of commandments. The Christian life is a commitment. It is a disposition of the heart, an attitude of life that goes beyond rules and regulations. One cannot legislate the essentials of Christian life: love, compassion, forgiveness. Such a life is not only correct, it is caring, comforting, and complete. A weekday preface at Mass expresses the gospel message in these words: "You have no need of our praise, yet our desire to thank you is itself your gift." Our prayer of thanksgiving adds nothing to your greatness, but helps us to grow in your grace. Today's gospel is asking if we are growing in God's grace. If I'm only following the rules, I'm the typical adolescent Christian. I am the unprofitable servant.